Do you have a book idea but you're not sure where to start to get it published? Have you considered self-publishing but you want it professionally done but you don't want the headache? This video is for you. Hello, my name is Sherry Ward and I am the CEO and founder of Square Tree Publishing. We have helped authors get featured on Good Morning America, CNN, the BBC, and many, many more. I want to break down how you can go from book idea to published author in as little as 2 months. Specifically, I want to show you our special method to get your book published quickly and professionally. It is called the Publish You Method because we want to champion your message and get it out to the world. Just imagine in a few months from now, people emailing you, talking to you. They'll be sending you messages like, "Your book changed my life," "Your book helped me through a difficult time," or "Your book inspired me to go make this change." How great would that feel? Pretty amazing, huh? Well, let me tell you how you can do this and have this amazing feeling of being a published author through the Publish You method. The first step of the Publish You method is your vision. For most publishers, it's all about their vision, but with Square Tree, it's about your vision. The first step of the Publish You method is a 2-hour consultation where we talk about your vision for your book. I have a vision questionnaire activity that we'll go over together to get you very clear on your direction. This is a critical step in the process that most publishers don't do. At this stage, we'll look at your book and create a bigger vision that's possible for you. I've had many, many clients that have gone on to create curriculum, courses, and they've partnered with their books to bring in more revenue. One of our clients, unfortunately, watched his mother being murdered right in front of him. He became addicted and homeless at the age of 14, and he was on the streets until he was 37 years old. He came to us with a story and wanted to write a book, but his vision was much bigger. He wanted to rehab a house in Ohio to help other men get off the streets. And we're currently working with him on helping him realize this bigger vision, which is far more than just a book, and to make a difference, shift culture, and to bring in the finances to make that happen. I will get you crystal clear about who your niche audience is and what goals you have for the book, and even beyond the book. Then we set up a plan to make it happen. You may not know where to start, so the first session will prove invaluable in moving forward with your vision. Does this sound good? Awesome. The next step in the Publish You method is original design. Most publishers look the same. The font is really tiny. There's not, if you open it up, no unique features on the design of the book. I want your book to be original and stand out as you grab it on that bookshelf. Have you ever gone to the bookstore and picked up a book just because you love the cover? I know I have. In fact, I have a friend who bought a book just because she liked the title. Our first goal is to get your book picked up because of the cover. As we've all heard, people do judge a book by its cover, and it is true. So your cover of your book needs to stand out on the shelf. One of our authors wanted a red door on her cover. The name of her book was Closing the Door, but Not My Heart. So our graphic teams went to work. They went to Home Depot, they got a door handle, they put it on the door, and they created a shadow of a handle, and so it made it into a heart. Her cover was amazing and definitely stood out on the shelf. However, many times have you bought a book because it looked good, you went home, you opened it up, you started reading it, only to put it down again because you never read it again. That's where our second goal comes into play. We want to help you format the book on the inside to where people pick it up and they can't stop reading. So not only do you get a great cover, but people actually read it from cover to cover. Another one of our authors wrote a book, The Journey of a Song. It's a behind-the-scenes book of the songwriters who were inspired to write some of the songs from the 60s and the 70s. We created a 60s and 70s vibe in the book so that it looked like it came right out of Woodstock. We created a unique look that we really loved. Your book will be completely original when you come to us. The final step of the Publish You method is uniquely published. Most publishers only give you 5%, yes, 5%, Hybrid publishers may give you a little bit more, but they still have all these hidden fees for author copies to get your files. At SquareTree, we give you 100% of your royalties, and you get your own author copies without a markup, and you get your own files. One of our authors, when I first met her, was ready to self-publish and hit publish Amazon that day. I am so glad she didn't. When we looked it over, it needed a tremendous amount of editing to clean it up. In addition, once we went through the process with her, she went on to become #1 in 2 different categories in Amazon. Something that would have never happened without our help. We will not only publish your book, but we'll train you how to run your own royalty reports. You'll also be able to order your own author copies at wholesale anytime you want. This is truly unique in the publishing industry. I don't know anybody else who's doing this much for their authors. Another one of our authors, Joel, had a really bad experience with a different publisher. He came to us after he discovered that his former publisher had scammed him and went out of business for dishonest practices. Having such a negative experience, he faced the daunting process of republishing his works with another publisher. And of course he was hesitant in selecting another publisher. But he was so relieved after meeting with me and found out that he would get to keep all the rights to his book, including receiving a copy of his final edited manuscripts, something publishers don't do without paying a huge fee. I'm going to give you a quote from Joel. He said, "Since I have republished all of my books through SquareTree, I couldn't be more satisfied with the services they provide. They walked me through every step of the way, from editing to the final stages of publishing. As I continue to move forward in my writing, I have so much peace knowing that I have a publisher I can trust." Honestly, this is the biggest compliment we can get from our authors. At SquareTree, we focus on what's best for you and your book, and you will be uniquely published. If you like these easy steps to get published in as short as 2 months, I want you to take a moment and set up a free 15-minute consultation with me to see if it's a good fit for you. I want you to click on the link below. You'll be taken to a calendar. Once you look at the calendar, you select a date that we can meet, and then you will be asked a few short questions so that I can get clear on where you are in the process of your book or curriculum. These questions will help make sure that you're a right fit for both of us, and after that, we'll get back to you and let you know if you've been approved, and then we'll also let you know if we have some suggestions for you. Our system is set up to help new authors as well as seasoned authors, and if you want to get your message out to the world, you can trust the process that we make your book look professional. If you value the work it takes to produce a professional book and you want to make a difference in the world, then we're the right fit for you. Our goal is to help you become a published author because your message matters. Click the button below to get started on becoming a published author.